Hey everyone, Thomas Firehard here again. I'm kind of lucky that I noticed that I watched the first attempt at this, at least even partially the way through to make sure that it wasn't glitchy, and unfortunately it was, sort of in places. So yeah, second attempt. This one probably won't be as angry, but subject of today's video is basically just the fact that I am fed up with seeing comments bitching about how, specifically in this instance, College Humor will get comments through like their sort of Facebook comment thing that they've got on their website, where you'll see people bitch that they have to click several times to see every image in one of the sort of comic things they do, or just generally things they have drawn, or just images that they show that you'll have to click several times to get through it. And they basically just go off about how, oh, fuck College Humor for being like corporate assholes who just want money, so they're going to have to make us click several times to see everything. And to those people, I say, fuck you. Fuck you right in the ass with a rusty pitchfork. Or a rusty chainsaw, whichever you prefer. Because goddamn, like, I was really pissed off before, but I think I used up all my anger in that video, and I just want to be happy now. So this is going to be more of a disappointment rant rather than a pissed off to the max rant. Plus, I almost vomited several times. I got so angry. But god damn it, people. There are so much more things. So many more things that you could be, and even that, I probably could have worded that better. Hey, I'm not fucking Shakespeare over here. There are so many things that you could be bitching about that I wouldn't really have a go at, that would still seem, in the grand scheme of things, pointless to bitch about. But no one would really have a go at you as bad for bitching about it. Because fucking hell, that is a goddamn stupid thing to waste your time reading about! There you go. There's a bit of anger. Like, all you have to do is click! Is that so fucking hard? I mean, if you're an amputee and you don't have, like, you know, fucking prosthetic limbs or something, then yes, it would be pretty fucking hard, wouldn't it? But I'm assuming these people aren't like that, so they don't have a fucking excuse. I mean, shit, why an amputee would be using a laptop anyway? Or a computer or something where they would have to have fingers to type is a bit odd. Maybe they've got one arm fine and the other one's amputated for whatever reason. Yeah, this is weird. Yeah, that was a what the fuck? What the hell? That was a random sidetrack to go down on. Anyway, like, it's so fucking pointless and dumb. Like, come on, people. Bitch about the fact that, I don't know, Andrew, like, here's something that I've been kind of not so much really bitching about it, but annoyed by recently. You know, there's that whole thing of Spider-Man's now going to be a part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, even though it's probably going to be a bit weird because Sony technically have control over his individual movies, solo movies, so it's a bit odd. But the thing that bugs me about that is Andrew Garfield will no longer be Spider-Man, and no matter what anyone says, I don't care. I liked Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man. I paid twice to see The Amazing Spider-Man 2. People will give me shit for that, and I don't care, because I like the movie, and that's all that matters to me. And people, and in the grand scheme of things, bitching about other people's opinions on stuff, which in a way is kind of what I'm doing anyway, you could probably argue. And bitching about something like that where an actor isn't going to be able to do that role anymore, in the grand scheme of the universe, does that really mean anything? No. It means jack shit. But people are going to do it anyway, and it's not as bad as the subject of this video. Because, Jesus Christ, it's like, think about it this way. Like, you are not paying to go to sites like College Humor that do this sort of thing. So, don't. Because the funny thing is by going to their website to bitch about this, you're technically giving them a view anyway. So if you're trying to hurt them in any way, just commenting on their shit ain't gonna do anything. Don't go to their website. Jesus Christ, it's like the argument for if you don't like the WWE, just don't fucking watch it. Or if it's like you like NXT, but you don't like the friggin' you don't like Raw or SmackDown, just don't watch Raw and SmackDown. Just stick to NXT. You do not. Oh, sorry. This happened last time in my first attempt. I'm getting a bit angry, so. Or maybe all this talking. When I've got a clogged up throat is making me kind of feel a bit vomity. But yeah. There is stuff that, like, you could be going to a site that you actually like with your time that you're fucking wasting on that 1 minute or however long it took you to write that one comment. And that's the funny thing. Maybe you actually liked all of the friggin' comics and jokes that they were making. Or you found all the images funny, but you still found it necessary to bitch about that. It's like, that doesn't mean anything, especially considering you actually like the content. If you didn't like the content, then you can go, okay, I wasted my time on this. Fair enough. Because I guess you technically could argue that you did, because you ended up not liking it. And let's face it, pretty much anyone who doesn't like anything is going to say they waste their time. They wasted their time in the whole, that's a few minutes of my life that I'm never going to get back sort of shit, which, fuck you. And fuck me. I said that before as well, so fuck me as well for saying that. I'm going to try and not say that anymore. Because that is a really dumb saying. Because what the fuck else were you going to be doing with that couple of minutes? Curing cancer? I fucking doubt it. Okay? Seriously. That's a fucking dumb statement when you really fucking think about it. So, there's that. So yeah, like, if you don't like that, just keep it to your fucking self, you idiot. It's fucking pointless. You could be doing anything else with your time. Instead of wasting it bitching about something so insignificant. More insignificant than even the insignificant first world shit we always bitch about. Because we have that privilege to fucking bitch about that shit, because we're not in a third world country and all that other shit that people will bring up. Like, oh, you're complaining about this. You're complaining about the fact that Andrew Garfield won't be able to play Superman anymore. Spider-Man, not Superman. What the fuck? Though that would be kind of interesting. You wouldn't, yeah, like, you know, you're bitching about that, but there's people starving in Africa and fucking elsewhere, and there's people being beheaded in the fucking, in wherever. Like, you know, I doubt it's just happening in the Middle East. It'd be happening elsewhere too, you know. Like, you know, it's that kind of insignificant bullshit that, let's face it, no one really cares. But, I just had to get this off my chest. Because it's so fucking dumb. I've seen people bitch about some insignificant shit in my time, but holy fuck. And the funny thing is, I don't like being angry. So that makes this worse. I'm angry about something, and then I'm angry because this something is so stupid that it's making me angry when really I should just be laughing it off. But it's such an insignificant thing. Calling the sites like money grubbing whores or whatever the statement was for posting stuff like this, but doing it like one image at a time and you have to like press the next page button to get to it. Really? They need to make money to keep the site going. I doubt they're going to necessarily pour all the money they've got into that site, especially the site like College Humor where they've got to put it towards other shit, like paying the artists that they get to draw stuff and fucking paying the talent they have, that like the actors and all that shit, and sets and location stuff and all that shit. So why the fuck would they be wasting that? Like, there's probably a good reason that they always have had a very simple site design, even though it's changed. To me, it's always seemed like a very simple design. Because they don't really want to fork out a shit ton of money on, like, what is really you can get away with being a fairly basic site. So since I'm starting to get really rambly, even though this is, you know, a video that I can really get away with it, I'm just going to leave it there. So, yeah, in conclusion, as I've said, stop bitching about such insignificant crap. God damn it, people. There are plenty of other things that you could be bitching about, like the fact that Michael Bay somehow took such a basic idea as Transformers and somehow couldn't even do anything with it that was remotely entertaining. Like, I'm Thomas Fireheart. I'll see you next time.